don't have a wife.
What do you mean I don't have a wife? Stop attacking me. No. The physical attacks are bad, but the emotional attacks are the ones that hurt. Oh. God damn it!
What the hell is going on over there? What's going on? Oh.
She's insisted that I take a shower.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Did you just get over?
Yes. Oh, pretty good. How about you?
So instead of mad quiet, I am really quiet.
Well, I mean, compared to me screaming, yes, I think you're kind of quiet. Yes.
I've been having audio issues. Like, I was getting your stream guys and I'm ordering pizza. So I changed what it is instead. So, yeah.
Mm. Oh, pretty good. I got really drained out last night reading through that whole narrator Google Doc.
Someone said they can't hear me. What? Wait, you guys can't hear me? What the fuck? Oh, God, hold on. Let me see how this
Hey. Can they hear me? I'm curious.
Can you guys wait? Hold on. Wait.
How about now? Is this better? Is it better now? Hold on. Let me check. Can you guys hear Crow or no? I changed my mic just now, so I should be much louder. Do you see what I mean? How I was having audio issues? Hold on.
Oh, okay then.
How you guys now? Can you guys hear me now? Is everything better or no? I think it's better now. Wait, say something, Crow.
Hello.
How you guys now? Can you guys hear me now? Is everything better or no? Okay, 100% better. 100% better. We good. All right, we Gucci. All right, great. All right, great. All right, let me start with this the beginning then. All right, the stream sponsored by Maw Energy. If you guys didn't know, you can get a free month of Maw Energy. Check out the link in the description. Use code. Wait, no, there's no code. Just click the link. That's my link. Anyways, and you get a free month. Check it out. Crow's Judgement is on. If you guys want to check out his channel, links in the description. He covers a lot of topics, pretty similar to myself. Chris Hansen, Keem, stuff like that. Belle Delphine, a lot of different shit. Onision, obviously. Oh, so I want to ask you, what's your opinion on Onision? Anyways, like overall, what's your thoughts?
Okay, so legally and morally, right? Legally, I think that he has done everything in his power to make sure that he never actually crosses the line with anything that could actually get him arrested. Right? And I think if you watch the documentary, Shiloh actually confirms that herself, where she says he's checking the law before he does anything. But morally, I think he's a complete scumbag.
Okay, so morally, so you don't think he should be arrested, but you would never hang out with him, essentially.
I mean,
well, that's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Like,
not to say anything that would get your stream in trouble, but I think I would do something to him that has nothing to do with arresting him.
Yeah.
And if he survives the experience, then I know that he'll never be able to do anything bad. So I'd be okay with that.
I think he treats women pretty shitty. You know what I mean? I think that's fair to say.
Like I think that the guy is emotionally manipulative. I think he does meet the definition for what you would call an abuser, but that doesn't mean that he's doing anything that would get him arrested. And I think he's very careful about what he does to ensure that never happens.
Yeah.
But does that mean in a perfect world, Onision would not be on YouTube and wouldn't have a channel and would be in a padded cell?
Yeah, I think the situation with him, I've thought about this a lot. When it comes to Onision, like everything that he's like going through, he's kind of created for himself, if you think about it.
Oh yeah.
Like every time he has an issue with a woman or anything like that, he goes straight to online to air it out. He doesn't think about it first. He made life, he made this happen, all of it. Like he breathed life into the situation. If he never talked about it, nobody would ever know who these people are.
So let me give you an example of how I think that just because what he does isn't illegal, it's still morally fucking disgusting and trash, and the guy's a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the stuff that Shiloh describes. And I don't think Onision actually really denies it. These two, right? Shiloh is what, 16, 17 at this point. In Onision's home state, age of consent is 18, right?
Yeah.
So so once she goes to that state, he checks the laws, figures out it's going to be legal in that state, immediately like busts his ass to get down there to fuck her, right? And we're talking about he's what, 25, 26 around this time?
I think he's either 24, 25, or 26. One of the three.
Yeah, so we're talking about, like 8 to 10 years older than this girl, right?
I think she was 17. I think she might have been 17 at the time.
Okay. But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like that to me is pretty predatory. And let's say that Onision had done the same thing, but he had gone to another country.
Mm-hmm.
That would make him a sex tourist, which is a crime over here. But the fact that he's just going across state lines, there's no law against that, right? But does that make it okay what he's doing? Right? Absolutely not.
It makes him pretty keen on the law that he's doing. I mean, it makes it gross. I mean, like if you're really thinking about it, it's gross for sure. But again, like when you bring it to the police, is anything going to happen?
Nothing. But like the situation with Kai and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Before Kai transitioned, Kai was in New Mexico, so Onision moves to fucking New Mexico, where age of consent is 17, right? Mm-hmm. The guy is clearly interested in incredibly young women, right? I'm not going to say he's a pedo, right? Only because
I think people have said before hebephile. People have said hebephile, whatever. I mean, like which is like the teen range or whatever, Tween range or whatever. I think that's what people.
I think what interests Onision in those individuals is that they're emotionally very immature, and he can prey on them very easily because they do like the celebrity of Onision. And there's this one girl who they brought up her, like this letter that she wrote about the situation. And, she talks about how, she was watching the Onision stuff and, hated him, but then realized she had a crush and hooked up with him. Right.
Huh.
I think there are people like that. And those are the people that Onision tries to prey on. People that are emotionally damaged in some way, shape, or form. People that he sees a vulnerability in. And that's what he wants in a woman. It's or a girl, whatever you want to call it.
So do you think he actively thinks about this though? Like, you think this is something he actively does?
Oh yeah, because Onision's not somebody who wants someone that's going to actually challenge him. He wants someone that's going to be subservient to him. And I think you can see that in every relationship that he has.
I've spoken to him before, and I'm sure, like, if he was here, he'd be like, listen, I've dated, women who are older too, and...
Well, that doesn't mean anything. Adrian was, 25 or so? But Adrian's clearly damaged if she sees Onision as an abuser, and that's turning her on, which, she said herself.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to be, like... The thing is, girls that are around the age of, Shiloh and Kai, 16, 17 years old and shit...
Yeah.
Of course, they're emotionally immature. That's a very easy target for him, right? Yeah. That's what he sees. That's what turns him on. It's people that are very weak-minded for whatever reason or emotionally damaged. Adrian was 25, but, she got turned on by the abuse that she saw Shiloh going through.
So I can agree with you. Yeah. He treated a lot of these women like shit, but when it comes to law breaking, I don't think that happened. What do you think about what do you think about this Chris Hansen documentary that's going on right now? What are your thoughts on that?
I gotta say, like, I can understand if the intent of the documentary. Actually, what's really funny? That Steve Asarch guy, the executive producer, he watched our video.
I think it's crazy that he's like
he took our thumbnail and he made that his Twitter image.
I think it's crazy that he's an executive producer. He's so far removed from the situation, it doesn't really make much sense.
Well, but that's the thing. He's got a vested interest in attacking YouTube and attacking other YouTubers. And I will never, talk about this guy and not bring this point up. Ruben Langdon is probably one of the nicest fucking guys that does voice acting that you will ever meet, right? Mm-hmm. Just an all-around wholesome dude, all about positive energy, a great person, right? Mm-hmm. This scumbag is trying to get at a different voice actor, so he writes a hit piece on Ruben Langdon, and then afterwards reaches out to Ruben Langdon for a comment, And when Reuben Lincoln goes, we can talk about anything, I just don't want to talk about this other voice actor, he immediately stops talking to him, just leaves his piece up. That's the type of fucking scumbag that guy is. But he's written articles in support of Carlos Maza when he was attacking Steven Crowder and starting up the next apocalypse. He was writing articles in support of Carlos Maza and demanding action on YouTube's part, and talking about the advertisers and shit. Right? That's Stephen A. Sarch. He has an issue with the way that YouTube runs things, and he thinks that it should be done differently.
Yeah.
And you can see it in the documentary where he brings up the monetization of YouTube and talks about how Onision's making all this money on YouTube by attacking people, and the algorithm allows him to do that.
Yeah.
That the algorithm's the only reason why Onision's such a problem.
Hey,
they're like, no, Onision's a predator to me. Like, it doesn't mean he's doing anything illegal. But yeah, he's definitely a predator. He preys on vulnerable, weak-minded women.
What do you think about this right here? Ashley Lilix, one of the Davi Vandy alleged victims, said this about Chris Hansen recently. She said, hey, at Chris Hansen, want to explain why you're the only one following Anonymous Gene's account where he's doxing Davi, and then she shows a screenshot of Anonymous Gene's account where it doxes Davi, which I blacked out the dox. And then it says, hey, Chris Hansen, want to explain why you're following him. You know what I mean?
Well, let me give a. This is not really me defending Chris Hansen. It's just context. Chris Hansen's a fucking boomer, and he's also brain damaged, right? Like, he does some incredibly stupid shit. He took on Vince Nicotra, who went on a fucking war, and was false flagging channel after channel after channel. And honestly, I don't think that Chris Hansen's completely removed from that situation. I don't think he even understood what false flagging meant.
Yeah.
I think he really did think that he could copyright strike people.
Yeah, like someone reacted to his content, and he thought like, oh, they reacted to my content. That's my money.
Exactly.
She said
but he's
again,
an idiot.
Yeah,
he doesn't understand how any of that shit works.
Well, they both were. She said the fact that Chris Hansen showing up to Onision's house 1 year ago ended up being for the TV show makes it even more grossly sketchy that he tried getting Davi's address from me multiple times with vague answers when I asked why he wanted it. He was filming the show before any survivors knew it was a possibility. He lied straight through his teeth for months. Gross. I literally fed everything about Davi until someone else was dumb enough to take over and continue doing his research for him when I realized I was being used. LMAO, Chris Hansen can suck a dick.
Well, I mean, why wouldn't Chris Hansen go ahead and do that? Chris Hansen's always been a grifter. He's always looking for the next thing to make him money. We did our stream on, episode 2, and we just started ripping on the guy, pointing out that this motherfucker was taking like $50 to promote shit. And he promoted like the Pablo Escobar fucking fake ass phone that goes to the fucking drug mafia and shit. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, the guy is all in it for his own money. He's not about catching predators and shit. To catch a predator was not Chris Hansen being an investigative journalist. It was other people doing the fucking work, and Chris Hansen's fucking mug being what sold the show.
That's
right.
That's very true. Very true.
He has a way of talking, right? He's very presentable, but at the end of the day, there's no substance there. There's nothing behind Chris Hansen other than a team of people. That's why he's such a shit show when it comes to this other stuff, because there's no team behind him.
No,
right?
I agree. Now there's no team. Now you're left with the idiot who doesn't know what he's doing.
Exactly. I mean, and, I do think it's funny. I think it was John Swan who pointed this out, right? In his takedown of Chris Hansen. It may have been another YouTuber that came from beforehand, so I apologize. I really don't remember where the thing came from. But it was like, Onision's never been arrested. Chris Hansen has. It's true, though. It's true. Yeah. Chris Hansen is desperate for cash. And, why wouldn't he do all this shit? He's got no fucking morals. He doesn't actually give a shit. He openly lied about using the victim's stories without their consent.
Well, I was just about to go to that next. Here's Sarah. When back in the day when she figured out what was happening. This is what she said. She said, "Your girl's been lied to. My laptop was never sent to the FBI. It's been sitting in an office in New York for months. And me thinking it was with the police." So,
because Chris Hansen doesn't actually know how to handle evidence.
No, because he's not the police. He's not the police, and he was never really connected to the police. Like it's just crazy. And
but that's why he blew up so much, because he said he could get the police involved.
You know what I think
that's
happened?
Why people believe.
I think after that guy committed suicide and all those lawsuits happened, I think that's when he lost his connection with the police for real. I think that's what happened. I think after that it became too risky.
I don't think he ever really had a connection with the cops. The show had a connection.
I mean, if he did, or if the show did, that's probably when it was. I don't know. But
and look at the fucking. I don't want to jump ahead before we talk about the sheriff and everything in this case.
Yeah.
But my point is the guy has openly been willing to lie about shit, and I'm someone who's willing to say yes, I see the merit in bringing these stories forward to a broader audience so more people are aware of what Onision's up to. However, if the victims say that they do not want to be involved in this in any way, shape, or form, they're asking you not to do it, and you're just going to air their stories anyways, right? Like, I got plenty of shit that I said about Shiloh, we can talk about her in a little bit. But, Chris Hansen regularly lied to people, right, about what was going on with that documentary, regularly lied about how that documentary was being put together.
Well, so did Shiloh.
And
well, they both did. Hold on, look.
Well,
I was literally just going to that next. I was just going to that next anyways.
I was going to say that I didn't want to jump ahead to Shiloh because I got a whole fucking rant for that bitch. But like when it comes to Chris Hansen, honestly, why wouldn't he do this shit? He's always been a fucking grifter. He promoted the coronavirus miracle cure hand sanitizer. Yeah. Right? The guy's always been in it for his own bank account. That's who he is. That's what To Catch a Predator was to him. It was a fucking monthly check for that guy. He's desperate. He's struggling for money. He goes onto YouTube and he blows up because, look, nobody knows about the shit with Chris Hansen in the background. Nobody knows any of that stuff.
Unless you're really looking into it,
Yeah. So people tell him, hey, cover this Onision thing. Talk about Onision. Talk about Onision. Talk about Onision. And you have all these YouTubers coming to Chris Hansen and giving him everything. He doesn't have to do any research. Yep. And like I already said, the guy doesn't do research. He's a fucking moron. He had a team of people doing that for him in the past. He calls himself an investigative journalist. He's not. He literally relies on other people to do the work for him.
So he just used all these YouTubers, and now they all feel like fucking, they were used because they were. And
here's the thing, right? Like, I criticize Repsion and everything, and I think he's a fucking idiot for allowing Chris Hansen access to everything that he had put together. But let me be honest, right? If Repsion didn't do it, another YouTuber would have, because nobody knew what a sick and depraved individual that Chris Hansen was and how fucking money.
I mean, you had all types of people doing it. You had Jaclyn Glenn doing it. You had Blair White doing it. You had everybody. Yeah, everybody was like, "Yeah, let's do it. Fuck it."
Yeah, I don't blame people for not really understanding everything about Chris Hansen because I didn't know a lot of this stuff until John Swan's video about the guy, but it was out there, right? My point is, why wouldn't Chris Hansen, who is sick and depraved and only interested in his own fucking checking account, right? Why wouldn't he blow this story up when everybody is telling him to cover it and they're all providing him with the information? He doesn't have to do anything. He just has to run his fucking mouth. And there's a clip from I forget her name. She's another YouTuber, Ashley
Lilix. That's who I was just talking about. Yeah.
Okay. So she played a clip on Twitter, and this girl gives her story to Chris Hansen about this guy. Yeah. And then Chris Hansen turns around like literally 5 seconds later and asks, "Hey, so have you ever met?" And she's like, "Yeah." After giving her a whole story about the person. Yeah. Like, that's Chris Hansen. He's a fucking moron.
I mean,
that's why he needs a script.
What's the best part too? He's like, hey, like, I remember he asked one of the girls, just like, hey, so how does this relate to, like, the Black Lives Matter movement? Like, I was just like, what? Like, what kind of question is that? Like,
well, yeah, because Black Lives Matter was trending and he wanted to be all over it.
That's
Chris
so
Hansen
weird.
Chris Hansen's a piece of shit. But he doesn't work if there's no script involved. That's the problem with the guy. If there's no script, he has no clue what to fucking say or do. So if you watch his entire live streams, the guy comes across as a legitimate fucking idiot. Yeah. With some of the things that he says.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's go to Shiloh real quick. All right. So Shiloh back in 2009 was considered a psychopath, faking miscarriages, getting pregnant, cheating on Onision, right? For a lot of the people who are newer, they see her. This is why I have these two pictures. On the left, everybody hated her. Then she comes back after everybody forgot the bullshit drama she started back then. And then now fakes that her seizures were real. All the videos that she did back then were real. The violence was real. Everything is real. But then, also grifts, the girls, the community of girls she said she was a part of. Like, look at these screenshots right here. Back then, she's like, I have no involvement and will have no involvement, period. Talking about the documentary.
Oh, look, I'll put it like this. Between her and Chris Hansen, Shiloh is so much fucking worse. And I know that there are going to be these like really just mega brain fucking people that turn around and say, but she's a victim. Well, yeah, I mean, but that documentary established that Kai was a victim too, but we're not going to excuse her for the shit that she does now.
I mean, she's acted very crazy with me. A lot of like very crazy with other creators as well. Like telling her, like she told me she's gonna slit her wrist on camera and send it to me. Like
wait, who, Shiloh?
Yeah, she's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah, she was upset because I showed she doxed somebody like a year ago. She's nuts, dude. Like very.
Oh, I believe you.
Like
I believe you.
Anyways,
like,
well. She said she said this on Twitter. I'm only going to say this once. Billy Dawn Webb, not so little Linus, Billy and Sarah. I did not sell your story. I did not tell your story. I have no involvement with Regina or anything she's involved with. You told me not to go on the show. I didn't. Please stop. I'm scared for my life.
Okay, sorry I'm laughing. My wife is screwing with me in the background here.
No, it's all good.
Okay, so look, when it comes to Shiloh, she is absolutely worse than Chris Hansen in terms of what we were just talking about. Right? I want to talk about the other stuff, but just as far as like the whole thing about how she's not going to come forward with these stories, she's not going to be involved in this documentary and everything, all that bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Anyone who believed that, I'm sorry, but like, I knew that wasn't true as soon as it was coming out of her fucking mouth, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's not just doing the documentary after, like, she talks about in the fucking documentary that she established this whole sisterhood of victims, right? So they could all love and support each other, right?
Yeah.
And then she turns around and says, well, I'm not going to do this unless all of the girls agree. I'm not going to have any involvement in this. This is all lies. And meanwhile, she's doing it and lying to their fucking faces, right? And then she appears in the documentary because, fuck those girls.
Yeah.
It's all about Shiloh.
Yeah, fuck those bitches. Shiloh, I got to promote my music.
Well, I mean, and yeah, that's the thing. Like, Shiloh is the star accuser against Onision. And what makes it even fucking worse, right, is Shiloh's situation, right? And I'm not trying to be callous here.
Yeah.
Obviously, I think that she was manipulated. Obviously, I think Onision is mentally abusive. I stand by that, right? He's emotionally abusive. He's a manipulator.
Yeah.
He absolutely used her, right? But, like, he didn't use her for her fucking clout. That's a fucking joke.
By the way, if anybody doesn't know,
she brought that shit up.
If anybody just joined it, Crow's a Judgement, who's on at the moment. All right, his channel's in the description as well. By the way.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So, and I have the Nightbot put it in the chat as well.
Okay.
But I got I have another tweet too. It says, "I've been too busy for that shit." What she faked someone writing "dead bitch" on her door. By the way, she said on Tuesday 3 men showed up to my house with knives.
Oh yeah.
She said,
yeah, that was
yeah.
Great.
3 men showed up.
Great. That girl's insane.
Yeah, they showed up to her house
insane.
with knives, saying she would end up dead for selling him Billy and Sarah's stories to Chris Hansen. Like, this is so crazy.
Well, here's the thing, right? One thing I want to say before I talk about that bullshit, right, is what makes her even more fucking callous than just doing the documentary after swearing that she wouldn't and promising all these sisters of hers that she wouldn't, is she actually reads out Sarah's story. Right? Yeah. She explains who Sarah is. She explains the abuse Sarah went through. And, like, Sarah wants nothing to do with this situation.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it seems like Sarah legitimately wants to move on. She does not want to be involved in this documentary. She doesn't want to be known as the girl that Onision abused. Right? Cool. Which I think is very respectful, to put that stuff behind you and try to move forward. And I understand not wanting, investigation discovery to put you out there as a victim, because obviously she doesn't value being a victim the way Shiloh does, right? Yeah. Shiloh going out with that fucking story on Twitter. Oh, these men showed up to my house and they harassed me. They said they're gonna murder me and everything, and I'm just such a poor victim. So support me now. Yeah, that's who she is. That's how she's gained her fame. Like she went on that fucking. I don't know if you noticed this, right? But during that documentary, she made some incredibly stupid fucking statements. The first is she talks about her music career, right? Yeah. And she goes, and one time Justin Bieber even opened for me. I was when he was a lot smaller, but by the way, Justin Bieber totally opened for me. But I get that, establishing her background and everything, which is fair. But she later goes on to talk about how Onision used her for clout. I'm like, bitch, sit the fuck down. You're like a below D-list fucking celebrity, right? And you're gonna fucking come out with that argument? Like, you're not that fucking important. You're not even that important when it comes to the Onision shit, because, like, you admit you fucking admit that after you left, you came back because you were jealous of the other girls.
Well,
Yeah,
listen, she's patient. She's patient
zero.
zero.
Personal responsibility there.
Yeah. Well, listen, she's patient zero though, so she's very important. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't fight. Yeah, fuck that shit. Sarah was the only one who I can say you can definitively point to the person as being a fucking rumor and doing some heinous and sick and nasty shit. Even Kai's more relevant, right? Because he literally moved to another state to fuck that 17-year-old.
But the thing is, again, though, like, the thing that bothers me about this documentary is that, like, you know, like, there's no charges. So, like, ultimately, like, what are they basing all this on? You know what I mean?
Oh, it's a shot at YouTube.
It's just, it's very frustrating. It makes me wonder, like, is this going to happen a lot now? Like, are they just going to do this, like, to people they have to have accusations, like, that aren't, you know, set in stone? Is that okay now? Or?
Well, I'll put it like this. Onision's confirmed a lot of these stories are true. But then he turns around and says, but these girls are psychotic bitches, right? Like, he says that Sarah blackmailed him into having sex. And I'm like, dude, fuck off.
Yeah, I don't think that was a smart thing for him to say. Because I even, when I interviewed him, I was like, hey, listen, all right, so if you're saying that she, you know, you're saying that, you know, that he was, you know, raped by her, you know? So I was just like, if you're accusing that, why don't you go to the police then? And he was just like, well, he's like, I never understood that before that happened. That didn't, well, you know, before that happened to us, I never understood why people don't do that. But you know, we just don't want to relive it. We don't want to deal with it. I'm like, but you're mentioning it every time you talk about it. So every time you talk about it, you're always doing that. You're reliving it. So if you
and to be fair, like I know, like we talked about how people come across and everything. When he talks about it, he doesn't say it like, you know, this is like something that was terrible that happened to me. I was abused. He goes in and says, she raped me. She mostly blackmailed me. I got her. I owned her.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you use it as a fucking own. Like, fuck off. You're a joke. You're like a flat out fucking joke. You're literally clowning yourself on a daily fucking basis with these girls.
Here's another person, another girl who's involved with the situation. Luxie Moo. She said, "Hey Regina and Shiloh, what happened to standing together? You're all participating in something that hurts the other victims who are just trying to move on. I hope this clout is worth it. Oh, and the Chipotle they paid you with."
Well, so there are claims.
Are you taking a bath right now? Is that what's going on?
I'm washing my feet.
Oh, all right.
My wife literally was chasing me around the house
and
hitting me to go take a shower before the stream.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, hey, can I have 10 minutes? You're like, be on in 5. I'm like, I
was already going.
Yeah.
My bad.
I had to wash my damn feet. Like they literally they stunk. I was about to throw up smelling them.
It's all good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Anyways.
Okay, so look, that Regina girl, I don't really know as much about her, but what I will say is I've been told, right, and I have no proof of this. I have absolutely no proof of this, so I want to make that as clear as I can. I've been told these girls were actually paid money to be in the documentary because nobody is willing to break away. Shiloh seems like the only one who's actually willing to do it, right? Because for Shiloh, again, if we're going to say that, you know, Kai was at one time a victim, but now she's an abuser. Okay, Shiloh was at one time a victim. Now she absolutely uses that situation to her benefit. Because she's nasty, and she's fucking callous, and she's always been about her thing.
Yeah, she attacks all these different people and acts like nobody can talk about it but her. Like, it's just nuts. Anyways, since you just brought up the whole being paid thing, some fake invoices have been released last night. It says like Blackfin on the top, and it says Shiloh paid $20,000. Obviously, these are fake, you know.
Oh yeah,
but I mean, you know, clear. Like I sent these to Onision. I was like, these, you know, last night when I was trying to figure out if they were real or not, I looked more into it, and there's Edwin. It says like 800, but they're obviously fake. And then guess who comes out of the woodwork? Fucking Anonymous Gene says, "Sorry, Edwin, I had to. Greg actually thought it was real. Lols, epic funny. He's so dumb. Greg went right around telling people it was real. Lol. Like, I don't know why anybody would make these, like...
Wait, Greg?
No, well, he said that, this is what, you know, fucking...
I'm not used to calling him by his actual name.
Yeah, well, Onision, Onision, you know what I mean? This is what...
Dude, can you imagine that, right? Like,
well, it's James. It's James. It's James.
No, I know, but, like... The guy's made out to be like the biggest monster on the face of the fucking earth, and his actual name is Greg.
Yeah.
Like, saying Greg really takes away a lot of that power of Onision, so I'm just going to call him Greg from now on.
Well, listen, just call him James. Get it right, all right? Fuck.
I want to call him Greg instead. Greg is so much less intimidating. Just Greg.
Yeah.
Greg the groomer.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro, he's gonna hate you. He's definitely gonna hate you. I was gonna try to get him on here tonight. You know what I mean?
I'm being honest with you. It probably wouldn't be a good conversation because look, I'm gonna agree with him that he didn't do anything criminally,
But you would be like, listen, I still think you're a predator. That's what you say.
I think that you traveled across state lines to fuck girls that weren't legal in your own state. I think you've moved states because you find it a turn on to be with girls that are extremely young and just barely over the age of consent, and you'll travel across state lines to fuck these girls. You absolutely will. I think that you get turned on by women who are emotionally weak or emotionally damaged because it lets you fucking prey on them. I think you're an absolute fucking predator. That's not me making like a legal fucking statement about you. You absolutely did prey on these fucking girls. You absolutely did abuse them. You are mentally abusive, emotionally abusive. You're a manipulator. I do think that you groomed Sarah because of the shit that you were doing with her. So fucking cuddling in your goddamn bed and waiting for her to turn 18 so you can fuck her? And you want to turn around and go like, she blackmailed. Fucking shove it up your ass, dude.
Like, he definitely shouldn't have said the whole the blackmail thing. I think that's a stupid argument. But, I do want to say there are text messages that are between Sarah and other people saying, like, oh, if Greg finds out that I like him, he'll kick me out, stuff like that. Like, so to me, I don't know. Like, I feel like there might be a possibility about, like, with Kai, but there are some messages out there that are like, hey, if Greg finds out, then he'll kick me out or he won't let me around them anymore. So to me, I don't know.
I mean, yeah, sure, except for one small problem, and that's the fact that they were cuddling in their fucking bed with her.
That's what I mean. No. Wait. That's the thing, though. Kai was, but there aren't video and pictures of him with her. I'm
gonna press a huge X to dad on that one.
What do you think? You think that there is some proof out there?
No, I don't think that there's proof out there. What I'm saying is, I think 100% Kai is somebody who lures these girls in and makes them feel safe, and he sets them up for Greg.
Well, that's the thing. A lot of people call them unicorn hunters. You know that term, right?
No, I don't.
That's a real term. Unicorn hunters, like, they try to find, like...
Is that some My Little Pony shit?
No.
I thought they were called bronies.
No. It's like a term where, like, if this couple tries to find, like a bi couple tries to find, like, a girl who's bi that can, like, come into their relationship, like a young, attractive bi girl that they can pull into their relationship and fuck, essentially.
Okay, that's a unicorn.
Yeah, they consider them unicorn hunters type shit. That's what they call that, or whatever.
Hold on. I need confirmation. Hey, baby. Baby. So have you ever heard of unicorn hunting in terms of, like, three-way relationships? Yeah. Okay. Do you want a unicorn?
My God.
No. I think it's like a continuous thing. Wait, is it a continuous thing, or is it something that just happens once?
No, it's a continuous thing. You try to find
it's a continuous thing. They would have to stay. It wouldn't just be a one-night stand.
Yeah.
Oh, no, she disagrees. So she says that's not a unicorn.
All right. Well, look, you guys, look it up after the stream. Check it out.
In the bedroom. That's not like, you want a continuous thing, like, you want a girlfriend.
Yep. So she says that's just having another girlfriend/boyfriend.
Well, look it up after the stream. Tell me what you think. Just check it out. Anyways.
Way off topic. Sorry.
All right, so let's talk about the next thing. Have you seen this Eugenia Cooney fucking Jaclyn Glenn thing going on?
What? Oh, nothing. It was related to something else entirely, baby. You're the only person for me, and I can barely handle you. I love you too, baby. Okay, sorry.
All right. Next topic. All right. Eugenia Cooney and Jaclyn Glenn. Have you seen this going on? This drama or no?
I have, and honestly, I don't know what to think because, look, I'm willing to accept that, Eugenia Cooney is probably someone who is just, I think it's a twofold thing. I think first off, she probably really is just that fucking skinny, right? Not in terms of, like, that's all it is, but I do think that she's a very petite person. But also, I mean, yeah, she's clearly anorexic, right? And she needs help with that. But I think that where where I see her issue coming in from is people have absolutely crucified her to the point where if someone did show up to support her, she's going to see it as an attack no matter what. Because, like, you know, they played that part in the documentary about Eugenia Cooney being attacked by Onision and how that went on, and he did like 75 plus videos and everything.
Yeah.
But like, it wasn't just Onision doing.
Speaking of that, by the way, let me show you this clip real quick. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. I don't know if you're watching the stream or not, but
I am not.
All right, well, let me play it for the stream real quick. But just in general, it's a quick clip of Eugenia, and she calls Jaclyn Glenn the new Onision. Let's just watch this for a second. Hold on.
These videos, especially cares about me. I don't think that's why she's doing that. I don't think that's why she goes like making all these videos, especially when she's literally said multiple times, I'm not going to talk about Eugenia anymore. Like, this is it. It's like, she's kind of the new Onision, like, just being honest. So, I mean, I don't think I lost a good friend at all. I think I'm cutting toxic people out.
Said, I don't think I lost a good friend at all. I think I'm cutting toxic people out. Let me continue.
This is like the most shady I've ever been, guys, so I'm sorry, but it's just like, it's really like when I see like somebody that keeps doing that and they literally are getting so much joy out of like trying to take someone down. Like, literally, I've seen some of the stuff she's doing. She seems so excited just to try, like, oh, look at me. I've gotten like 20,000 signatures trying to get somebody banned. It's like, it's just kind of like, and she's saying I'm a bad influencer, like I should be age restricted, which I'm not judging what she does. People can do what they want, but she literally goes on selling sex toys. So it's like, okay.
And then she criticized Jaclyn for selling sex toys because she tried to get, you know, Eugenia age restricted. So, what do you think about that?
Honestly,
yeah.
I think that they are probably pretty good friends. I don't think that Jaclyn Glenn is actually trying to hurt Eugenia Cooney, but I do think the way that Jaclyn is handling it is pretty wrong. Right?
How do you think she should be?
I don't think you should turn it into a spectacle on YouTube.
But the thing is, like, she tried. Look, I know about this because I spoke to Jaclyn. And wait, can you hear me? I spoke to Jaclyn and David off stream before, and like they tried to you know speak with her, and they tried to get. Hold on, am I skipping right now? Oh wait, no. All right, so the stream skipped, but all right. So I spoke to Jaclyn and David off stream, right? And they tried to help her. You know what I mean? So
I understand that, but you turned it into another spectacle on YouTube with that girl, right? And I'm not saying like she doesn't need help. And I'm not saying that being on YouTube is good for her. I think that being on YouTube is very bad for her mentally. I think that it's probably a contributing factor to her situation. Mm-hmm. But you're not doing her any fucking favors by turning into another spectacle and turning into another shit show and turning it to drama, because that's what it's become. And that girl is used to that. That girl's used to getting attacked. That girl's used to people abusing her, and that's all she sees from you right now.
Well, then what,
you can go on and say, like,
what do you do then? You know?
That's the thing. It's not an easy answer. But trying to get her removed from the platform is just going to make her spiral.
Well, I see what Jaclyn's saying is like, hey, we're not saying remove her permanently just until she gets her shit together.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what that would mean. I know that's really a highly unusual situation because I've never.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Get YouTube to temporarily ban the channel for 4 months, and then
I don't know.
You know, if she gains like what 20 pounds, what's your weight?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Yeah, you're treating her like a fucking puppy at that point. Right? She needs to be at a certain weight class before she can hang out with the other dogs. Like, I don't know, but you know, this isn't the way of handling it. I understand where Jaclyn Glenn's coming from. I understand she feels like she has no fucking options, but you are making it into a public spectacle, and that's your friend, right? That's your buddy, and you're making it into a public spectacle. Unfortunately, there's no easy answer here, and Eugenia Cooney needs to be the one that makes that decision. So you either need to make one of these two choices: either cut all friendship with her and leave her the fuck alone, which is not easy. I'm not saying that that's a good response either. I'm just saying you need to do that, or you need to stand at her side and keep trying to help her. And this is not doing that. This is making it into a public spectacle. Maybe you feel totally defeated because nothing's worked so far, but this isn't going to help either.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just are frustrated because they feel like that Eugenia's like, essentially just dying in front of everybody's eyes, and there's nothing anybody can do.
Yeah, I mean, here's how you want to help her out. Stop watching her content.
That's the
Stop
thing,
doing
though.
videos about her.
People
Stop
don't.
talking about
People
her.
don't do that, though. People, it's like
I understand.
It's a train wreck. You know what I mean? People can't look away.
I understand, but making this into a public spectacle right now is just going to make that whole thing worse.
Yeah.
This isn't the way that you handle the situation, and if anything, it's going to destroy the friendship that you have.
I think the friendship's already destroyed, to be honest. Hold on. Shit. Fuck. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Shit. Sorry. Hold on a second. Hey, can you hear me? Sorry, my mic. I keep having issues like with this. Hold on. All right, sorry, it just switched again. My mic switched like when we were literally live. Anyways, sorry about that. But yeah, so yeah, this whole situation is tough. It's a tough situation. I think their friendship is definitely over. You know what I mean? It just seems like that. But
well, yeah, I'm not saying that Jaclyn Glenn is doing this for nefarious reasons. I honestly feel like her heart's in the right place, but this isn't going to fix anything. The thing is, Eugenia Cooney needs to make the decision on her own to seek that help because it's never going to stick.
Yeah.
And, making it into a public spectacle is only going to make her feel like she's a victim again because that's the way that I would say, like, you again, it wasn't just Onision making 75 videos on Eugenia Cooney.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different creators. There's a lot of different creators that have touched on the subject. I've touched on it. I mean, a lot of people have because it's a crazy situation. Honestly,
it is, and I'm not accusing you of doing this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not accusing any specific person doing this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying I've definitely seen videos where people rag on that girl and insult her and make fun of her nonstop repeatedly.
Yeah,
and it wasn't just Onision, and a lot of those content creators are pretty fucking massive. So
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I've seen some videos.
She's not going to feel like you're helping her. She's going to feel like you're attacking her. And you know what? She has every right to feel that way.
But like when you have the whole world telling you need to get help and you still just like, I don't care, I'm not getting help. Like, I don't know, maybe nothing will ever work.
All I can say is this isn't going to work either. And this is just going to make her dig down even deeper.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe she feels like that's the only way forward. This is the only way she can help out her friend. I'm telling you, it is just going to make things so much worse.
Maybe, yeah. I don't know. She seems like she's getting more angry. I've never seen her get this mad. I've never seen her actually call out people like that. She's usually extremely, extremely nice. But the way she's been talking about Jaclyn recently has been pretty shitty. Like, I've never seen her call people out like this. I've never seen that. Usually she just tries to ignore the hate or the topic and just nicely walk around it. But this is different.
I mean, I have to ask, are you surprised?
Yeah, actually, I am. Yeah.
I'm not. I mean,
just because they knew each other in real life, that's the only reason why.
I get it. But this is what I'm telling you. That girl's going to start spiraling, and it's going to turn very fucking dark and nasty. The way that this is being handled here is like next level bad, and you're not helping her out. I'm not saying like she doesn't need help. She clearly does, but you need to make her see that. And starting a petition, trying to get her channel taken away from her, doing shit like that is just going to make her feel like she's under fire. And the problem is she's been under fire for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And there are going to be people out there that are going to go and defend her and say, like, there's nothing wrong with you, body positivity, all this other bullshit, right? And say, like, you're a victim and these people need to stop saying these nasty things. And she's going to just dig into whoever will come out and support her position because she doesn't have any more friends.
I don't think she really has many people who support her anymore. I don't think so. I mean, there's people.
Yeah, but neither does fucking Onision, and he still digs down deep.
That's true.
To justify himself, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna find people that will support her.
Yeah.
Right? Because she doesn't have fucking friends anymore that she trusts.
Oh,
that's gone now.
Quick question: if I can get Onision to come on here and speak with you, would you debate him or no?
I mean, sure, I guess.
I'm just curious because I know he's always looking for people to like, talk shit at him about like accusations and everything. He does that every here and there.
I mean, if he wants to, sure.
I think that would be interesting.
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not going to fucking sit here and debate him on whether or not he did anything criminally wrong. I'm pretty sure that he knows how to avoid crossing that line. I'm just saying, like, morally, the guy's a fucking...
Yeah.
He's a slug.
Okay.
He's got the morality of a fucking slug, which is nothing.
Oh, shit. Anyways, man, hey, thanks for coming on the stream today, man. I know it was a little fucking shaky with getting it started and everything like that, so I appreciate you coming on and everything like that.
Not anything.
Yeah, man. Hey, you have a good night. And hey, listen, I might want to do a podcast like recently. Like I'm trying to see if maybe Steve D Live and everything. Like we talked about this before, but you'd be down to do that, right? Like if we did something like with me, you, and Steve D Live, possibly somebody else. I'm trying to like get something going, like maybe like a weekly thing.
Yeah, I'm down.
All right,
if
man.
you want to do something like Sunday morning or something,
yeah.
I'd definitely be free for that.
Yeah. All right, cool, man. All right, well, thanks for stopping in, and yeah, Crows of Judgment, everybody, check out his channel. Links in the description. All right.
All right, buddy. Hey, take it easy, everybody. Good night, and thanks for having me on, RSN.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks for coming on, man. You have a good one. All right.
You too. Bye-bye.
Later. All right, man. All right, Crows of Judgment. You guys should check them out. Anyways, all right. Yeah. So there's not too much going on, and I didn't want to cover anything that's going on in like a Boy World or anything like that tonight. There really isn't seeming anything like worth talking about over there besides like fucking Elvis Travels coming back to like YouTube or whatever. But how is everybody doing today? How's life? I didn't really talk too much to the chat, but everybody having a good day? How's life, everybody? How's life? Tell me about everything. Hold on. See, Slug's probably hiding. Yeah, probably. I don't know what the fuck that dude does. I really don't. I have no idea what the hell that guy does. He's a strange individual. I heard, do you guys know Lori? You guys know who Lori is? She used to be on this channel. She used to be a part of the channel at one point. Do you guys know Lori's going to be on Dr. Phil soon? What? Like, that's the thing. Did you guys know about that? Do you guys know who Lori is? Does anybody remember her? You guys do, right? Anybody remember? You guys should remember her. She's going to be on Dr. Phil soon. That's the thing. And she told me about that today. So I think we might check that out on Monday. See, sub. Yeah, sub. Oh, man. See, why there's so many, why? I don't know. It's just people in general, do that a lot. It's like where a lot of arguments, for what? Hold on, I'll show you. Let me get up the thing and I'll show you what it's for. Hold on. Make sure you guys like up this stream, by the way. Like up this stream, subscribe if you're new. Let me get the thing that I want to show you. Hold on. Let me get it. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Okay, here it is. This is it right here. This is the thing from Dr. Phil. Okay, it's what she sent me, okay? This is what it says. My hoarder father refuses to clean out our junk-filled, bug-infested home. Lori says her dad, John, has every room in the house piled to the ceiling with junk, and the downstairs is infested with bed bugs. Dr. Phil learns that hoarding is only the surface level of toxicity in this home. What the fuck? Like, this is some wild shit. This is some wild shit. So, thoughts, everybody. You know, thoughts. You know, I was thinking we should get, you know, Lori on here and we can react to it together and watch this, whatever this is gonna end up being. This is very strange. You know, you're scared. I'm scared too. That sounds scary. It sounds scary. It is. It sounds scary. You know, like, I don't know, but yeah. When is she on? I think it says Monday. What's it? See, January 18th, the 18th. Yeah, so the 18th. What did you say? What did Crow do? Steve, no, he came on. Steve, he came on here and he was just talking. We were just hanging out, talking about Onision, bullshitting, you know, hanging out, you know. So you feel bad for hoarders. Yeah, this is it's a rough situation. Yeah, we were just chilling. I should have shot you a link, man. I should have shot you a link. We were talking about possibly just doing a podcast too on like a Sunday. You know what I mean? Maybe doing like Sundays podcast, something like that. You want to do that, Steve? I think that'd be a good idea. You know? What the fuck? Did you guys get a notification from my channel today, by the way? I'm just curious. Shouldn't he go on hoarders then? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. Why is the mob's opinion worth considering when they are not professionals and cannot speak in? I don't know. I wonder what's gonna happen here. I was like, oh no, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, we good, we Gucci. I should have shot you a link though. For sure. What you been up to? You say still no notification? No notification. See, I don't know what's going on with that. I really don't. It's frustrating. Okay, so you got a notification. So some people got a notification and some people didn't. Okay. As soon as Steve Wilkos quit his show, all this drama started on YouTube. We need Steve back. No, you don't need Steve. You need me. I'm gonna make a new, you know, like fucking, like the whole point is that this channel is supposed to be like a YouTube Jerry Springer. That's what this is supposed to be like. You know, that's what this is supposed to be. Okay, so don't worry about it. I got that shit covered. Homie. Don't you worry. You didn't get a notification? Yeah, I figured there was a reason why the viewers were down. But it's alright, whatever. Fuck it, dude. It's all good. I don't know what it is. I've noticed that sometimes when I cover Chris Hansen, that happens. I don't know what it is, but like, I think they have like people on like a block when you cover him. You know what I mean? Like, I noticed that when I cover Chris Hansen and shit like that, my stuff doesn't go out to as many people. I'm starting to notice that. I think I'm going to stop talking about Chris Hansen. I think I'm good on that front. Because anytime I mention Chris Hansen or have his bullshit shit in the title or my tags, this happens. So I think this is going to be the last time I cover any Chris Hansen bullshit. Like whenever I directly put his stuff in the tags and shit like that, you know? Anyways. Should be interesting to see what happens with this thing with Lori and everything like that. You know? I guess we'll see. Say Chris is a dodgy fucker. Yeah. Anyways, fuck it. Oh well, fuck it, guys. Yeah, whatever. Alright guys, thank you guys for being here. Like up this stream. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you so much. I hope everybody has a great day. I want to thank Frozen Judgement for coming on. That was cool shit. Alright. Everybody, you guys have a good night. Later. Have a good weekend. Peace. Bye. Woo!